Now with 50% less buffer. This is so ridiculous sometimes. This is so ridiculous. But we're trying, and that's all that matters, right, team? Go team, go. Woo! You guys like the title? Now with 50% less buffering. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hey, all the OGs are here. Medusa's here. Heather's here. Anno, you still live in Japan. Do you speak Japanese? That's freaking cool. I mean, big fan of Japan. I don't know if you guys know that. Pretty big fan. Nice. Hopefully you're safe right now. All that chaos going down there with the COVID numbers and all that crap. I don't know, man. It's been hell right now for a lot of people. We just got hit today in Canada again. They're saying that we may have to go back to another 2-week lockdown, which is going to really devastate my brick and mortar business. Yeah. So a little frustrating. Oh, that's cool. Working for an author. That's freaking cool. Yeah. Yeah, you guys went into up there in the UK, right, Heather? Or over there in the UK, across the pond, as we say. Across the pond. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be honest, Sandra, Australia scares the crap out of me. Like everything kills you. Like I'm just like I'm terrified. Terrified of Australia. Welcome back, everyone. Look at you guys just jumping back into the stream. This is dope. So I saw, hey, Jerry's here too. Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely rough. Oh, porcupine tree. Yeah, I love me some porcupine tree. What's up, Carl? Kentucky, my boy, Kentucky. My trainer's from Kentucky. Whereabouts you at, Carl? Yeah. Yeah. Sandra, can I level with you for a second? Can I just tell you something? I am like ungodly terrified of spiders. I had a couple bad experiences as a kid. It's just ruined me. But it's actually on my list of self-improvement goals. That's what all these books here are. If you guys ever wondered, they're all books on like human condition and self-improvement and things like that. And yeah, spiders scare the crap out of me. But I got a buddy from Australia who has told me horror stories. And so yeah. All right, Carl, you hold up, brother. I'm going to message my trainer right now. Ask him where he is from. Where were you from in Kentucky? I'm on my live chat right now. And my bro, your bro, Carl, my bro, Carl, is in Louisville. See, the lights are already finicky, eh? My uncle's fluent in Japanese. No kidding. That's super rad. Kansas. Oh. Oh, good. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, yeah, Aragog is the spider, right? Yeah, wasn't a fan of that. Was not a fan of that scene. Oh, there's the lights. They just died. Just like that. Now it's more intimate, everyone. Now it's just us. How you doing? This ain't creepy at all. Hey. Hey. Let's try this again. No, not that. Nada. All right. Guess we're just not gonna have them anymore. So we'll turn that one on. Is this better or should we leave it in the dark? I kind of liked it in the dark. To be honest, this is more like this week on Spooky Stories with DJ. All of you thought you paid enough income tax. You didn't. And then we'll all get terrified from there. Light a candle. Dude, legit, I'm down. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's make this. We're going to throw the candle. Aha. It's my brain candle. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's like an X-ray of a brain. This is pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's closer to Christmas. I'll put on a Santa hat and we'll just hang out and do this. I'll make some cocoa or some shit. And we'll just do that way. Oh man. Yeah, Harry Potter. No thanks. No thanks. Hey, what's up, San Diego? I'm trying to get caught back up here. Hang on. Yeah, no on that Goliath bird eating spider. No. No, I'm totally good. I'm totally good. Is that true, Aaron? Is that actually true? Oh man. Oh man. I was all stoked about it. Aaron just ruining shit over there. Oh, maybe, Anno. Maybe. Fire me an email or something. We'll chat. I got my buddy Arca kind of runs that for me at this point. Yeah, Leanne, that's a good point. Up here in Canada, we already have Thanksgiving, but I kind of don't do it until Veterans Day is over. I just thought it's kind of ridiculous otherwise. Yo, Carl, you still around? You still around, Carl? My boy Ryan, he's answering me here, homie. Oh, apparently he's from Louisville as well. Look at that. And Southern Indiana. Well, look at that. Well, that's not gonna lie, Nani. That's weird. Not gonna lie. Actually, my brick and mortar location of the store of the Music Academy, it was just in a Christmas movie they were filming a couple weeks back. Yeah, Leanne, I'm pretty excited about it. I know Janelle was stoked. She loves Christmas. Halloween's my jam, but Janelle loves Christmas. So I love it through her, if that makes sense. I kind of live through her excitement of it. Christmas wasn't a great time for me growing up, so it's cool to get back into it from Janelle. Christmas is coming around the corner, man. We got Remembrance Day or Veterans Day in just a couple days. I'm pretty excited about that. No worries, Carl. No worries, Carl. Uh my buddy says he lived behind Mall Street Matthews, or maybe it's Mall St. Matthew. I don't know. Mall Street St. Matthews, Mall St. Matthews, something like that in Louisville. What do I think the best Christmas meal is? Well, okay, check this. So when I met Janelle, I couldn't cook anything. I couldn't cook absolutely anything. Like it was rough. I was your classic bachelor. My place smelled like boy, as Janelle would tell you. And she wanted to teach me how to do stuff because she realized that it was. I'll be honest with you guys, this is a bit of an insecurity thing. I didn't like that I couldn't cook anything. I didn't like that. So she started teaching me slowly, and then she got me super into Gordon Ramsay, and I got me all these Gordon Ramsay video classes. So now I make a Gordon Ramsay turkey because last year her dad typically does Christmas, but he had a death in the family, so he had to fly back east. And they were kind of like, "Well, I guess we don't have turkey dinner this year." And Janelle promptly was like, "DJ can do it. DJ can do it." I'd never done a turkey, so yeah, it was pretty dope. I did my first turkey last year, and Anno, I agree with you. Have you ever done it with the thick rye toast? Game changer, bro. 100% game changer. But yeah, I make the Gordon Ramsay turkey the way he does that, where he separates the skin from the breast a little bit and does a seasoned butter that he shows you how to make with lemon zest and garlic, and it's just unreal, unreal. Hey, Heather, get some rest. Watch it go. I love that you guys are getting the catchphrases. I love it. I should get shirts made with that catchphrase. Heather, it's always fun to see you. Yeah, barbecue turkey sounds amazing. Oh, bulgogi, like the Korean beef, right? Yeah. Oh, coach, that was my dream when we were in Vegas, but we couldn't get in. We absolutely couldn't get in. So yeah, so my favorite Christmas meal is Gordon's style of doing a turkey in the oven. On top of even the way he slices the turkey is excellent. And I made his gravy for the first time at Canadian Thanksgiving, which I kind of screwed up on the ratio of tomatoes that he puts in to thicken it. So it got a kind of an orange color to it, an orange hue. And it made everybody a little nervous that was at my Thanksgiving dinner. But my friend Mad Dog and Janelle were there and they're like, okay, we'll try it. But then it was like, they said it was amazing. So they didn't care. Oh, that's a cool tradition, Leanne. Oh, that's a good style butter. Okay, okay. Not weird at all. So we asked this. My band was on tour once, and they asked me this. They're because they know I'm a big Gordon Ramsay fan. And one time, I got a chance to cook for everybody in the band, and they were stoked about it. Uh, because like they knew me when I couldn't cook anything, so it's pretty neat to, I guess, see me go from not being able to boil water barely to I'm making like my own poached eggs and deviled eggs and all that shit. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, they were asking me if I had the chance to learn from Gordon Ramsay, would I like it or would the swearing be too much? And I was like, no, dude, I had karate teachers like that. So I'm down, man. I'm down. He can just rage on me all he wants because if I even last one day, how good are you going to be at the end of the day? My feelings will heal if I'm feeling upset. But I promise you, like it would be so worth it to get that kind of training. No. Oh, hang on. I like what Coach is talking about. Cajun seasoned butter injected under the skin and deep fried in peanut oil. Interesting. That's how you do your turkeys, Coach. That's interesting. What's Leanne got going on here? We do Christmas on Christmas Eve morning with my kids. Okay, before they go to their dads. Okay. I sorry. It took me a second to process that, Leanne. Okay. So you do Christmas on Christmas Eve morning. So like your kids come to your house and you guys do your presents and shit, and then they go to their dads after that. That's pretty cool. Do you guys do a family dinner on that day as well, and then they do another one with their dad? Breakfast casserole. What's that, Abby? Abby? If it is going to be the last one with your dad, just enjoy every second of it. 'Cause that's my last one with my dad wasn't so great. Oh, the omelets. That's interesting. Hey Sandra, in Australia, is Halloween a big deal or is it not a big deal? I wonder about that. Yeah, my mother is too. And my mother's is pretty bad. So that's a thing we share, I guess. What a terrible thing to share. Interesting. And what about Christmas, Sandra? And Nani's got a great point. My I'm 37, which means my dad was born in the 50s and he grew in an era like he grew up in an era where you don't share your feelings and stuff. So it was really weird. It was really weird. He struggled to say things like I love you or I'm proud of you, which was when he died. I remember being like, that's all I wanted. Cuz my dad was a tradesman and I was in university only because people had told me to go to university and I really didn't even want to be there because I didn't know what I wanted to take. So I was just taking random classes so people would shut the hell up and leave me alone. And I remember falling in love with medicine while in that high school or while in that university and started doing all the pre-med classes I could find and falling in love with it. And my dad being like, "Oh snap. Oh snap. What's going on here? Like maybe I made a doctor because he was a tradesman, right?" And then I fell in love with death metal, jammed with a bass player, and that was it. Quit school immediately, went and started the music path at like 24. My dad was not happy. But he struggled to say things, so he couldn't like convey what he wanted to say. So that's what left me wanting. So it was hard. He didn't get the death metal thing. He didn't get the growing your hair and your beard out. He didn't get the cursing every third word while you were playing a metal song. I remember him saying like, "Why you guys speak like that? Like, why can't you?" He didn't like the Slayer shirts or the. I didn't have piercings, but some of my bandmates had piercings and neck tattoos and stuff. He didn't like any of that. He didn't understand it. He didn't comprehend it. But he could see on one side of it. He could see just how happy I was how happy. And then I met Janelle and we started dating and it got kind of serious and she moved in and we got engaged and then he was freaking out. I understand it now that he was freaking out because I hadn't started teaching yet. I hadn't gone to school or anything like that for it yet. I wasn't doing a thing for it yet. And so he was petrified that I wouldn't be able to support my wife, or if we had kids, what the hell were I going to do? Like, how are you able to support this? He was still helping me pay my rent at my apartment while I was figuring my life out. He was freaking out, but those freakouts came in forms of lectures. So it wasn't super good night, coach. Have a great one. It caused a lot of tension. And at the end of the day, what was cool was he eventually got it, but yeah, he got it. He got that how into it I was and how it was gonna be my life, and that was it. And that no matter what, I was gonna find a way to survive from it. And that's where the story gets that's where the story gets kinda sad, to be honest, because like it was a Wednesday night. I was having dinner with my dad because he called me random, was like, "Hey, you should come meet me at this restaurant that we both like for dinner." I'm like, "That's weird on a Wednesday." And we sat down together on a Wednesday and he was drinking wine, which was messed up because he didn't drink. That's where I get it from. I've never drank in my life because my dad didn't drink my whole time growing up. So he was having this drink of wine and he's like, "Oh, it's good for your heart or whatever." And then we had this like heart to heart talk about he was okay with the band. We had just fired our bass player. We were looking for a new one. And he's like, "Well, what does that mean?" I'm like, "I got like a 3 month window, dad." And he was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, "Well, I got a 3 month window because once we hire a guy, we got to train him and we have tours booked. And if we cancel tours, it's not so much about the money, but it's more about like we're going to become unreliable to tour bookers and good luck getting an next run around. And it's this whole thing." And he's like, "Well, how do you book tours and what can I do to help and stuff?" And that was on a Wednesday. And then we left in like this great mood and it was a great thing. And then he died Friday. So it was like 2 days. I got 2 days of my dad totally accepting my lifestyle choice. And that was it. It was rough. That was super rough. Yeah, I feel you guys. Yeah, it's really bittersweet that I don't tell too many people, but I'll share. We're all friends. The day my that we found out my dad died, and it was like minutes after something. I just like I didn't understand what happened, right? Because he died a pretty fucked up way. But like I went to get the mail because I don't know. I don't even know why I did. It's just this weird auto thing I did in grief. I went and got the mail, and in the mailbox was my first ever royalty check, which was pretty weird. Um, so that was weird, kind of an imbalance. But yeah, you work through it. You work through it. It's probably one of the driving forces to my constant need to grow, I guess. Yeah, Carl, probably, right? But that just means dads care. What's that new thing they talk about in 2020? They call it a love language. So parental love languages are in the form of lectures. Form of lectures. 100%. But hey, our trials and tribulations make us. Yeah, Nani, that's the thing. That's the thing. As long as they're happy. Yeah, driving I think one thing that I'm hesitant to say the name because on a little bit of research, my previous live videos that we've done, the last two, they got shut down by YouTube and pulled from monetization because you mentioned COVID. So I'm sure that we've already it's already been said enough that they're going to demonetize it. So I'm not too worried about it. But I think the big thing a lot of us are drawing from this is that we're reassessing our life values and our life blueprints and just bringing it back to happiness. And I mean, for one, like I had talked about doing this YouTube channel for like a year. We had opened the store 3 years ago, and 6 months into opening it, somebody somebody wanted me to start this, and for one of the guitar teachers or whatever. And I was like, nah, man, no, we don't have enough material yet. There's not enough content. And then one day randomly, I just started doing it. I just started talking, shooting vids, talking with you guys. My setup was hella weak. It's still kind of weak now. I'm getting better as we go, but honestly, this shit's expensive, man. Like even this microphone, I was like, how much is this microphone? How much? Well, that's cool, Aaron. That's cool because like that's the thing is like we all have this deep longing for understanding. I think just as human beings in Western culture, or any culture for that matter, we have this deep longing of wanting to understand and wanting to grow. It's a need that I think a lot of us have inside. So I was terrible at like math and physics and stuff in school. And I remember like while I was setting up like the website for the store or whatever, I started looking up this Michio Kaku guy, and trying to learn about the law of thermodynamics because I was so impressed with it. I was so utterly impressed with it. So it's neat. I mean, yeah, if you listen to music now and you're a math and numbers guy, that's rad. That's so rad. Yeah, yeah, looking for a way. Aaron, dude, if you ever want, hit me up, like email me, dude. I'll toss you a couple free singing lessons just to give you the terminology. It wouldn't be with me, it'll be with our singing coach, Natasha. She's rad. And I'll tell her what's up and she'll just hook you up for free, man. Couple 30-minute sessions. If you ever want, dude, and you want to bridge that gap a little bit better, just fire me an email, bro. I'll hook you up. Abby, again, I don't know if I'm saying it wrong, but oldest being a chef and youngest being a photographer, two badass jobs that are so hardworking. That is sick. Good for them. Mad props. Joanno, I feel you. I was the same. I used to sell TVs. Did I ever tell you guys this story? I used to straight up sell TVs for the number one retailer in the country. Before that, it was um, before that it was like the number three or four one, and I got my training of the number three or four, and then the number two one, sorry, the number one, I started selling TVs for. Um, And anyway, I became like a top dog. I think I was like number 1 or number 2 in the whole company for selling TVs, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. I just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the person I was becoming in order to get a sale. I absolutely miserably hated it. And I honestly was like making so much money, it was atrocious, but I literally had to have the conversation with my wife that I was like, listen, I hate this so much. And she's like, yeah, you should consider not working there anymore. And I actually got fired, and I got fired for a stupid reason. And they fire you on cutoff, so they fire you like that night, but they've already processed your termination, so you're not getting any severance aside from what you're getting at 2 a.m. that night on the payroll. Hey Carlo, or Carol, hey Carol. And I had to come home and tell my wife I got fired. And Janelle is the reason I'm doing this right now because she's the one that said to me, "Well, you need to find a way to play guitar for a living because that's what's going to happen because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Universe or whatever, it's telling you you're wasting your time." So yeah, I feel you. Money coming from one place, but passion another, responsibilities in the third bracket, dude. I feel you, man. I feel you. It was a deep conversation with self. What the hell I'm gonna do? Hey, Aaron, we're here, man. If you want to ask the any direct questions, buddy, hit me up, man. I'm right here. Just type it in. We'll address them all as a team. Really, Jerry? That's a huge compliment. Like, really? Wow. Wow. Oh, I'm swooning a bit. Thank you, Jerry. Feel you, Aaron. I feel you. Carl, the long-term answer about choosing the guitar to play is it starts with whatever music you're super passionate about because electric, acoustic, even classical, they all have their general basics that you have to learn that are transposable to all stringed instruments. Actually, I remember taking my basics lesson that I was developing for students and trying it on violin, and it worked. But really start with a passion. Like if you're super into Pink Floyd, you should probably grab an electric guitar and start learning blues licks. If you're super into like Carlos Santana, you should probably grab an electric guitar and start learning blues licks. If you're into unplugged albums on NTV, it's probably going to be an acoustic guitar. But at some point, you'll learn to balance both. Like I use my acoustic guitars now as like weight lift training kind of thing to get my hand insanely strong for crazier things I need to do. I personally play a lot more electric than I do anything. Yeah, I know. I feel you. There is so much compromise, so much politicization. There's so much garbage I had to do just to sell a bloody 50-inch TV. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad you guys like that. That's good. I'm glad. Like music helped me so much too. So much. There's a couple of songs I still struggle to get through because it really breaks me down emotionally. Like if you guys want to hear like a song that just makes me bawl like a child, you should look up the unplugged version of Nutshell by Alice in Chains. And if you are so lucky, do what Janelle did, which is have it playing while you're sitting in a car in the rain. And that's when Janelle looked at me and was like, I got it. I get it now. I get it. I get why Allison Chains. Like, yeah, Allison Chains is legit. So why thank you, Carol. I hope you have a great day wherever you're going. Thank you so much for watching the videos. It means a lot. Thank you. I I had a similar professor, Jerry. I had a similar professor. Yeah, their acoustic album is just oh my god, it's so legit. Yeah, I'm just getting into Sohyang. I'm just getting into Sohyang, so I'm gonna try and do some more of that. Typically, I think I said in the video that Korean and Chinese artists predominantly scare me because they have the biggest history of their YouTube videos getting strikes on a channel. So I'm really nervous to do that, or I would do like 27 Sohyang videos right now. I really enjoyed that one I did, the Bridge Over Troubled Water, I think, right? I think that was the song. I really enjoyed that one. I loved her performance. There's a lot of things to dissect in that one. Hey, Big Bird, thank you so much. That's yeah, I want to feature as many artists as I can from everywhere. And I got the thing about Morissette, I think is who you're referencing in the Filipino artist. But with Morissette, there was just way too many emails to ignore. There's just way too many, and if that happens, I have no choice. I typically stop what I'm doing and just record one and go for it. No choice. Yeah, bipolar is a big thing, Michelle. Like even crazy artists like Devin Townsend considered having it, or he has said that he had it. Rather, it's a big part. I'm gonna go with Rock Band because there's more to do, and that my band is also downloadable content on Rock Band 3. No, that's fine, mother. Like some people don't. I read the comments in the original video of Bridge Over Troubled Water, and there's some people just ripping her apart. That's fine. I mean, don't rip people apart. I'm not saying that's fine, but like you have personal taste. You have personal taste. I meet some people that don't like Alice in Chains, and I am just so confused by that. But it is what it is. I'm going to say agreed, Leanne, but I'm hesitant to say that I don't think I've heard the entire thing. I think I've heard like 90% of it. Really should check it out though. That's good. That's good. I'm actually the only one in my family tree that plays, which is kind of messed up. Yeah, yeah. Clapton's got me a couple times for sure. So I'm in that boat with you, Leanne. That's fair. That's fair. I've not checked out that guitar artist yet. No, no. Maybe if you get a chance, mother, fire me an email. It's the only way I get to any of the videos these days. Yeah. Yeah, Avi's been kind of vocal about working through depression, right? I mean, I work through it too. I said that once in one of the Devin Townsend videos that I one of my breakthroughs came from that video of his because he's got powerful words in it, and those words spoke to me. Typically, the words don't always speak to me, but Devin's did in that regard, and I was super grateful for that. I think I might have even emailed him and said thank you so much for that, but he probably gets that all the time. Yeah, it can definitely be tough to deal with. I mean, all mental illness. Are we at least beyond the stage where it has some weird stigma to it? Like people should be able to ask for help. I don't know. Again, Michelle, that's your call. That's fine. I mean, there's people that don't like the bands I like as well, and it doesn't matter if it's popular opinion or not. It's your opinion. That's the beauty of it. Your opinion is yours. So don't feel bad for it. If you ever want to feel really good about yourself, just go look at my video I did with Floor and Hank Pierre. I can never say his last name, where people took me saying I liked Floor's performance better, and they just ripped me a new one. It's to this day, it's a funny joke in my friends, for my friends and I. If I'm stuck on an island and I'm only allowed one item, what would that item be? I mean, I'm torn because I wanna say my wife, but I don't want to, 1, put my wife in that position, and 2, consider my wife an item, object thing because it's kinda messed up, but I'm gonna say that, or a helicopter. If we're talking about Alice in Chains, I'm definitely talking about the MTV Unplugged. I think in regards to Dimash, a lot of his emotional connection is based in Kazakhstan, isn't it? Is that where he's from? And is he using the Russian language? I always got that confused, but I think there's a cultural and a language block to Western people for the most part. I think that's why he's never had like multitudes of success on the level that he's had out there. Is that East then? I don't really know where that would be considered, but yeah. Hey, mother already emailed me. Look at that. I love it. I love it how you guys do that right here in the chat. Yeah, I think it's because society makes it. I mean, I just went through something last year where I needed to get a little bit of help. And I remember, like, I am such an advocate for mental health. I tell everybody, go get it all the time. Go get it. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Go get it. You deserve it. You should get it. Ask for help. You're an amazing human being just because you asked for help. Wow. Good for you for recognizing you needed help. I've been an advocate of that for like 20 years of my life. And when it came turn time for me to need the help, I felt shame. I felt embarrassed. I felt like I had to hide. It was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Oh, okay. That's I'll double check that Imagine Dragon song. Yeah, Michelle, it's music is like that. Metal's no different too. There's a lot of elitists in metal. There's a great Whitechapel song called Elitist Ones where they talk about it. That's the lyric that came to mind there was how can we honestly live in fear when everyone will die in 100 years? So good. Yeah, Janelle and I are talking about doing some kind of weird Christmas special, but we're just trying to like figure out what to do. So while everybody's in here, do you guys know what we're doing right now? Like right now, we're doing that thing where you guys go find the PO box and just send me a postcard or a letter or whatever. If you guys want to send a gift, that's cool because Janelle opens it. Address it to Janelle. She loves that. But anybody that sends me something through the PO box, we're adding you to our Christmas list or our winter time list. And we're trying to send all of you a surprise for the holiday season. And ideally, the goal was that we would get on here and like open gifts together or whatever. That would be the idea. But please, guys, like take advantage of this. This is going to be so much fun. Everybody at the PO box, I've told them what we're doing, and they think it's so great because they put letters in the PO box for me, and then I go grab it, right? And it's just oh, guys, it's so wicked. It's so wicked. Now I'm getting that a lot. Where can I find the PO box? So let me grab the address really quick. I'm not ignoring the questions that are down there, so let me just grab it. It is on the community dashboard, but I'm going to make it a little easier for you guys here. Um, if I do this, whoa, bright. Uh, okay. Here, now this. If I click this, okay. If I just do this, do you guys get it? That's the community post that I put up about it. Could be, I don't know. Artificially, maybe. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, because veterans like they used to call it shell shock back in the day, and I think it was the Korean War they first started to actually give a shit about it, and then it eventually became what we call PTSD now, and they realize it's a real thing. So good for you if you got help, and I'm glad something like the military is at the forefront of that education. Abby, I put the PO box link down there. Sounds good, Jerry. I'll try and get to that. Please make sure you email me so that it stays on the top of my list. Yeah, 100%. It's any kind of trauma can do it. I'm just gonna post one more time. That's the link to the post that will give you the PO box address. So please grab that and join our really, really exciting idea. At least I think it's exciting. A collab? Like if I was gonna do collab, yeah, I have 3 in mind I really wanna do one with. That's the email. That was amazing. He does. I was just on his channel watching it. It's pretty cool. As we sit here in the dark with our candle, our single candle lit. Gotta hook up this hard drive. Gotta try and do that. It's true. Jeff does go low. Yeah. This is fun hanging with you guys. It's the last thing I do on my Monday nights before I grab dinner. You're not crazy. We'll emulate a lot of things that we listen to, Ray. A lot of things. And were you supposed to email me? Just throwing that out there. But you'll be able to emulate a lot of things. This is also extremely typical to like when I was super into Pantera. I mean, I still am, but like when I was super into Pantera and I would not stop listening to Pantera. I would not stop watching Pantera videos. I would not stop listening to voicemails and messages that Dimebag left all his famous friends that were posting it to YouTube and whatever. When I had to do business deals and I was intimidated or out of my comfort zone, I would default to this kind of Texas accent just like this. And I would talk to you on this side. I'd get all wiggly jiggling up in here like that. And it was so crazy. It was so crazy. I I don't know. I don't still to this day don't understand. I remember calling a mortgage broker, and when he called me back, I was like, "What's going on, brother?" And he's like, "Oh, DJ, are you from Texas?" No, man, born and raised Abbotsford. It's so stupid. But yeah, we'll emulate a lot of things that we hear, and that's why. I hope that answered your question. If I could only eat one food for the rest of my life, chicken, 100% chicken. I love it. Not always with age. Some say it's tied to puberty. I don't know. My voice is definitely lower. I know I was doing a lot of screaming practice, so it definitely lowered my voice as well. No worries, Ray. We got you whenever you're ready. There ain't no expiry date on this. You know it. You know it. Freaking Dimebag was so legit, and he used to have his own language too. It's so crazy. We call them dimeisms. Yeah, yeah. The only time it typically doesn't is if they have serious voice training. Serious voice training will lock the voice in place a little bit, not a massive amount. By no means is anything human beings can do going to stop genetics, but it's important to know that yeah, it's possible. Booyah. If any of you guys are bored, hit me up on Instagram. We do have the store Instagram, but you guys can join mine, which is just at Ginger Tornado. Don't focus on the things you don't have, mother. Focus on the things you do have. That's one of the keys to happiness, as a mentor of mine would tell me. Yeah, Ginger Tornado. Do you guys want to know where the name comes from? If I get 5 yeses, I will tell you. See you, Big Bird. Okay. 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 So 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 how it works is like I play one of those angry bands and I swing my hair like a jackass, right? So the idea is I'm a ginger and my hair swinging looked like a tornado. So somebody in the crowd called me a ginger tornado once, and I just grabbed it and ran with it because that would be really, really cool. Because I hated my name at the time, the start of my career, because I'm DJ Temple. That's literally my name. But it sounds like I'm one of those crappy EDM night star DJs, and it was really hurting my career. I would send an email, be like, DJ Temple, blah, blah, blah. Thanks so much. And they gotta be like, I'm not talking to a freaking DJ. And it was pretty rough. It's pretty rough in the beginning. So yeah, I just go to Ginger Tornado. Wonder if I think I still have the domain name. Could be wrong. I have a lot of plans for a lot of things. It's still mine. Yeah, it's still mine. But that's my nickname. You find me on PlayStation as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my stage name, Ginger Tornado, is better than my actual name. This is my problem. This is this is my problem. Fun fact, I remember my mom being severely disappointed that I became a musician, and I was like, "You literally named me DJ Temple. What did you think was gonna happen? Like, what? Like, you want me to be a gynecologist? It wouldn't have worked out, mother. It, it would not have worked out." Yeah, exactly. My wife said, Janelle said, "Kinda sounds like you're a home wrecker." Oh, yes, they are, mother. No worries, Abby. Get some sleep and have a killer day. I'm sorry about the DMV. Sucks. Sorry. You figure they would have found a better way to do that by now. That's fair, Leanne. That's fair. I think we should wind it down. It is late for a lot of you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope all of you guys have been catching some of the surprise live streams we've been doing. We've been doing it's all me, but like we've been doing some of the live streams, and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So the Pentatonics video is up now, and we have a new one coming out tomorrow, I think, or maybe the next day. I'll have to just wait and see. Yeah, the no soul thing is real, and the kick a ginger day is real. Except I'm a martial artist, so I used to kick back, and then they would bitch and moan. But either way, thank you so much for hanging with me, guys. Make sure you jump over to this link here and get one of those postcards things in the mail. You can address it to Janelle. She loves it. And anybody sending me something, I'm going to add you to my Christmas list. And we're getting late into November. So yeah, make sure you get that out soon so we can make sure you guys are included and get it out to you with all the timing and the postage and stuff and all that things. Who wants to say the catchphrase before I leave? Anybody? Nobody? Anybody? Ah, Tiffany. Tiffany, first one there. Watch it go, everybody. We'll see you soon.